feels like it's minus 23.
Don't get left in the dark. Come home to big news every night with City News. Watch nightly at 6 and 11 on City TV.
To some, this sounds pretty calming. To others, it can only mean one thing. You're up for adventure at the Calgary Boat and Outdoor Show. Southern Alberta's biggest boat and outdoor show is back, with everything you need for the 2023 season, all at show special pricing. From fishing and hunting to boating, power sports, and more. The Calgary Boat and Outdoor Show, February 10th through 12th at BMO Stampede Park. Tickets and info at calgaryboatandouttourshow.ca.
We might be living with inflation for a while, but overall, it seems to have settled into something more stable. So now is a good time to plan out and balance the rest of your life. Maybe there's something you'd like to get done. It's nice to know a flexi line from Capital Direct can let you do that. Could you use 80,000, 180,000, or even 1.8 million? Reach out to us. We're here to work for you. Before, during, and after you've set up your flexi line. Call Capital Direct today at 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL.
This is City News. Sportsnet is marking Black History Month with a full slate of content on its website, sportsnet.ca. One video features a number of figures in sport talking about who they would love to have dinner with. 2022 CFL Grey Cup MVP Enoch Mwamba says he'd love to have a conversation with Cassius Clay.
A man, a myth, a legend. Yeah, he gave Muhammad Ali movies. Me, when I look at, the measure of a man or a woman, people are measured by character, but it's way beyond what they just do. And to me, I don't know how many other people impacted the magnitude of the amount of people that he had beyond, the sport of boxing.
You can watch the full video at sportsnet.ca. A disbarred and disgraced Los Angeles celebrity lawyer has been indicted in Chicago on charges of stealing millions from clients who lost family members in a plane crash.
Tom Girardi was once one of the highest-profile attorneys in the country. Involved in the Aaron Brockovich case, he hosted a radio show and was married to Real Housewives star Erica Jane. But federal prosecutors here in L.A. say the now 83-year-old, who is said to be suffering from Alzheimer's, stole millions of dollars from his clients. U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada.
Time and time again, Mr. Girardi violated his fiduciary duty of loyalty.
And in Chicago, prosecutors there announcing separate charges alleging Girardi stole $3 million from the families of victims of a Boeing 737 MAX crash. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Loretta Lynn, Migos rapper Takeoff, and Christine McVie will be honored with star-studded performances. Returning to host for a third time, the Grammys go live this Sunday. This is City News. I'm Scott Burnett.
It's Richard Southern at the City News Business Center. Earnings in after the bell from the Facebook parent company, and Meta impressed with its numbers. Earnings per share of $1.76 on a better-than-expected revenue of $32.17 billion. Daily active users topped the mark, coming in at 2 billion. Monthly active users a little bit below expectations, but pretty strong at 2.96 billion. What investors really like, I think, is the fact that Meta announced a $40 billion increase to its share repurchase program. Meta's stock in the after-hours trade did move higher, up more than 17% at times, as a matter of fact. So a big rally for Meta. It topped $180 U.S. in the after-hours session. Mostly higher, but not completely higher performance for stock benchmarks in the Wednesday trade as investors took in news of another rate hike in the United States. The Dow finished up 6 points at 34,092. The S&P 500 rose 1%. The NASDAQ up 231 points, a 2% gain for the NASDAQ. Canada's main stock index didn't play along. The TSX down 16 at 20,751. Hurt a bit by a price of oil that fell to $76.99 per barrel. Gold futures rallied up $22 to $1,967 U.S. The Fed Reserve hiked American interest rates by another quarter point and didn't give any indication that it's done hiking. In fact, that gave signals again that more rate hikes could be on the way as the Fed looks to get U.S. inflation down to around the 2% mark. Shares of Peloton closed up 26.5% higher at $16.36 as the electric bike maker reported quarterly results that beat the street. Shares at Snap, the Snapchat parent company, closed down 10.3% at $10.37 on an earnings miss. The Canadian dollar up to 75.22 cents U.S. This is City News.
This is City News 660. Now streaming on City TV Plus. Poker Face.
I could just tell.
When anyone is live. Natasha Lyonne, Adrian Brody, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt lead an all-star cast.
I think there's been a murder. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
In the thrilling murder mystery from Knives Out writer-director Ryan Johnson. What's it like? Always knowing the truth. Poker Face, now streaming on City TV Plus, available with Prime Video channels.
Jack 96.9 is playing what we want. That means you might hear this. And even this. Jack 96.9, Calgary. Check us out today on your radio, on the Radio Player Canada app, and on your smart speaker. Just tell it to play Jack 96.9.
Being a landlord can be tough, especially when you don't have a tenant. What if I told you you can still collect rent even when your property is vacant? At Calgary Property Leasing, they guarantee to your rent even when your property is vacant. Why choose Calgary Property Leasing? Did you hear what I just said? They guarantee to your rent even when your property is vacant. Relax with Calgary Property Leasing. More at calgarypropertyleasing.ca.
City News 660 is CFFR AM Calgary. Listen 3, 4, 5 times a day and always be in the know. City News time, 4:30.
Calgary's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 660 everywhere.
Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, February 1st. I'm Pete Curtis. In Calgary, mainly cloudy and -14 with a wind chill of -22. Here's this making news right now.
Calling it potentially catastrophic. The Alberta Federation of Labour ups the ante against the Smith government, pulling Alberta out of the Canada Pension Plan.
Former Premier Jason Kenney has a new job. He's joined the law firm Bennett Jones as a senior advisor.
New data indicates a slight improvement in the number of Calgarians experiencing homelessness.
Canada's new representative to combat Islam.
Chip prices about to go up in Canada and a mixed picture for stocks. Business at 56.
City News time, 4:31. Traffic and weather together on the ones. In the traffic center, here's Tracy John.
We see lots and lots of slowdowns around the city. Crowchild Trail is getting stunningly, stupidly slow in a bunch of areas, and that includes the southwest, where from 33rd Avenue down to Glenmore Trail, southbound Crowchild is jam-packed. In the other direction, it's even busier, where near the 26th Avenue overpass in the southwest, northbound traffic knots up. Doesn't open up until you're past 24th Avenue northwest on that stretch of Crowchild Trail. As well, we've got Sarcee Trail doing its thing in the southwest. It's backed up in both directions at Bow Trail. Northbound busy from beyond 17th Avenue. Southbound from the crest of the hill through Bow Trail. Sarcee Trail is staggering in slow-mo. And then on Bow Trail, if you head west from Sarcee up the hill toward the Old Banff Coach Road, there's a breakdown that is tying up westbound traffic. That comes up pretty quickly on westbound Bow past Sarcee. And if there are other slowdowns on the streets, you can phone those in at 403-291-0066. This Friday through Wednesday, visit Shoppers Drug Mart for the bonus redemption events and get more for your points. It's a Shoppers Drug Mart exclusive. The offer valid in-store and online. The forecast from Environment Canada, we are looking for a chilly evening. It'll be down to -17 degrees overnight. We may see some flurries continuing off and on. Tomorrow it clears out. We'll have a mostly sunny day with a high near -3, and then it gets even warmer as we head into the weekend. Right now in Calgary, feels wintry. It's windy and -14 with the chill feeling like it's -22.
This hour of the news brought to you by Calypso IT Solutions. New technologies and IT solutions for your business. CALITSO.com. A petition launched by a labor group trying to stop the UCP government from interfering with our pensions has already garnered thousands of signatures. In our top story, City's Chris Bowen has more on what they fear is going to happen.
The province continues to look into the idea of removing Alberta from the Canada Pension Plan and creating an Alberta option. Bill McGowan with the Alberta Federation of Labor says his organization is in the business of pensions, and their experts call the UCP plan potentially catastrophic.
They're on the record as saying that they would prefer individual savings plans instead of a big pooled plan like the CPP. So is that what they have in mind when they pull Alberta out? And in a situation like that, it would be more like RSP. So if you've got money, you can save it. But if you don't, you can't. And that's the beauty of CPP. It's actually there for everyone, not just the wealthy.
Despite a lot of opposition, McGowan says UCP is still pushing ahead with the Alberta plan and is expected to release a report in the next few weeks. But he believes it will only support what they want to do. Chris Bow on City News.
The opposition NDP are coming out swinging again at the Smith government over the state of health care. They say new data shows a devastating scale of the ambulance crisis in Calgary. NDP leader Rachel Notley says when the UCP took power, there was an average of 40 red alerts a month in Calgary.
3.5 years later, Calgary was now averaging more than 400 red alerts a month. That is a 10-fold increase of Calgary simply running out of paramedics and ambulance under this UCP government's watch.
Notley says they access the numbers for the Freedom of Information Act. A red alert is activated when there are no ambulances available to respond to a new emergency. City News has reached out to the government for a response. After being let go as Alberta's Chief Medical Officer of Health in November, Dr. Dina Hinshaw will now be working in BC. She will be one of that province's top public health officials on a 6-month contract. Hinshaw was a key figure in Alberta during the worst of the pandemic. She was replaced after Premier Daniel Smith criticized AHS for its response to COVID-19. And another Alberta public figure has a new job. Former Premier Jason Kenney has joined the Calgary-based law firm Bennett Jones. He's been named a senior advisor. Kenney says he's looking forward to working with a distinguished group